Okay, one more to help us really understand what we're looking at with these scientific texts. This is a read and respond that I'm using from Flocabulary. And what I want to do is I want to look at the question first so that I know that what I'm looking for, and I'm going to go back into the text to read and find out what it says. Which of the following is not an example of a physical property? To identify minerals, scientists look at their properties. Properties are attributes or traits that are shared by all members of a group. Some properties are chemical and some are physical. Unlike chemical properties, physical properties can be measured and observed without changing a substance's composition or what it's made of. There are a lot of physical properties. Some examples include density, conductivity, and magnetism. Minerals can be described and identified by their physical properties. Some of the properties we use to describe minerals include luster, hardness, streak, cleavage, and fracture. Which of the following is not an example of a physical property? Okay, so we're looking at magnetism, streak, density, and flammability. So when we were looking and reading, I want to go back to some of those properties that are listed. So let's go into the text again. Look at the top. It says there are a lot of physical properties. Some examples include density, conductivity, magnetism. Others could be like color, luster, hardness, streak, cleavage, and fracture. So it looks like the only type that's not listed is flammability. That's to be on fire. Okay, so according to the passage, unlike chemical properties, physical properties can be measured and observed without changing a substance's composition. So if you set it on fire, it is going to change. All right, very good. Let's take a look at one more text and let's look at it the way that iReady does. So iReady has you read it first and then look at the question below. Quartz is a mineral, but oil is not. Minerals must be naturally occurring, not man-made. This applies to both quartz and oil, but minerals also must be solid. Quartz is a solid, but oil is a liquid. Minerals cannot be alive or come from anything that was part of something living. Quartz meets this requirement. Oil, however, is made of tiny plants and animals that became buried over millions of years. As pure substances, minerals can be described by chemical formulas. A mineral's composition won't vary. Some minerals are just one element, like gold and zinc, and can be found on the periodic table of elements. Other minerals are compounds that contain combinations of the same elements in the same amounts. Quartz is a compound. Every piece of quartz has the same composition with the chemical formula. Oil is a mixture, which isn't a pure substance and cannot be described by a chemical formula. Lastly, minerals are crystalline. Their atoms are arranged in a repeated structure. You can often see the crystals in quartz. Oil doesn't have a crystalline structure. Which of the following would be a clue that a substance is a mineral? It appears on the periodic table of elements. It exists as a liquid or gas. It comes from a specific type of flour. It was made in a factory. So we know that they're not man-made. D could not be our correct choice. I don't believe it gives us any idea that it's a flour, and the best thing to do is look back up in the text. It says minerals are naturally occurring and not man-made. Flowers are not man-made, so that could spark a possibility. It exists as a liquid or gas, or it appears on the periodic table. Well, we know that periodic table has some basic elements, so let's check it out. All right. According to the passage, minerals are a pure substance and can be described by chemical formulas, and some are just one element, most are many.